city on lock, yeah. All eyes on gold. Roof is out of control, so glorious. So when we rising to the top, yeah. This our moment, our spot, yeah. So when we rising to the top, yeah. I'm feeling glorious. I'm feeling glorious. Yeah. I'm feeling glorious. Feeling in my stomach, knew I was victorious. Remember me as the greatest, need a statue memorial. They can hobby my hustle if I drop a tutorial. Ask me if I win, cause I'm flashing in rhetorical. My stories about greatness, I need an editorial. Don't cross the line, cause I'm territorial. This is not love, this is not moratorium. Even at an onset, I'm taking on. Gotta win, gotta get my point across. And lessons is the only thing I learned from loss. So security pay the pants, cause I am the boss. I only had cricket, this is that I couldn't win until I actually did it. Got the game in the palm of my hands, I need a critic. More green girls, even if it's last minute. Moment I'll spot. You gotta see me on top, yeah. All eyes on gold. It's out of control, so glorious. When we rising to the top, yeah. It's our moment I'll spot, yeah. So when we rising to the top, yeah. I'm feeling glorious, I'm feeling glorious. Don't underestimate me. Time will expedite me. The game's in my hand, I'm holding tightly. If you wanna share, then do it like me. It's psychological, winning is in my psyche. If doors close, I can't get open like it's Tai Chi. I'm hitting every point, I do it precisely. I'm on top of the game, that's like I already beat. I'm motivated, gotta keep pushing, I know that they won't even fall. Even if I hit it at the end, I'm a really shade. That's the only thing you do when you hitting the wall. Yeah, I'm feeling glorious, and I'm standing on my accolades, feeling like 10 feet tall. I look fear in the eyes, better know that I'm taking it all. Better know I'm taking it all.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Executives View Backstage Business, man. This is the view from on top, man. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and I do appreciate that. You guys know how I get down. If you see the show, share the show. We're all over the place, man. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok. We're doing big things in big places. Definitely want to take everybody along for the journey. I don't do this by myself, man. I got a slew of people sitting here ready to talk about everything around the world of WWE, man. Fellas in the building. What's going on, my guy? How we doing, sir?
Villain, what's going on? What's going on, people? Queen, AB, Corey.
You know, everybody's in the building, man. Everybody's in the building, man. It's good to see you, man. I mean, what's it been? 24 hours?
I don't acknowledge Sirius.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge me.
I heard him talking his greasy stuff. Villain ain't here. Villain ain't here. Okay. I heard everything he said. Nah. What up?
I said it with my whole chest. Man. I make that stuff, man. AB is in the building from Nonsense and Deep Thoughts. What's up, my guy? How we doing, sir?
What's going on? I apologize. I missed it 2 weeks ago, and Sirius sent me, made sure I got fined for that. So I know more sanctions. That's why I'm here. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Very good. We don't play that missing shows around this here business, man. You know what I'm saying? You on the docket, show up. Man. Corey's in the building. What's going on, Corey? How we doing, sir?
What's up, family?
Same old, man. What's it been, like a couple of days since I've seen you, man? Everything good?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And the queen of the whole podcast. Yeah.
Now with the ESPN day, can't afford to get fined.
Can't afford to be getting fined, man. That's dangerous. The queen of the whole podcast is in the building. Miss Stacy, how we doing, ma'am?
What's up, fam? Always doing great. Always happy to be here.
Let's get to work, man. I am not going to waste anybody's time, man. We got a lot to talk about, and I'm going to start here, man. ESPN has launched this partnership with the WWE. It looks like the last show we're going to get on Peacock is the Clash in Paris. We have a ton of stuff coming up starting in September, running through the rest of the year. Villain, this is kind of in your wheelhouse, man. Break this down and kind of tell me how you feel about it, bro.
Well, I told you guys last time we were on the show that, Peacock's deal is up soon. and I think we thought it was going to be through the end of the year into WrestleMania, and I was like, no, I assumed it was up pretty soon with that and USA Network, and because of the Fox deal was up, and then they migrated to Netflix. So this is the natural progression. I didn't know anything about WrestlePalooza. I don't even know if that's a thing. AB, Sirius, Queen. Corey, correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't know anything about WrestlePalooza until the announcement today, and then I didn't know that ESPN was being fast tracked of sorts to launch tomorrow. So their D2C direct to consumer business is going live tomorrow. I think I mentioned it to the Queen. Like, I went in and signed in to all of my do anything and everything I could think of to see what's there. Is their WWE section, didn't see much of that, but this is a natural progression for them. But it's kind of a little bit of the same, where you're getting to that point where a lot of PLEs for WWE, a little bit of oversaturation. You got this WrestlePalooza, you just had AAA, you got Heatwave coming for NXT. You got Clash in Paris that's coming. So there's just so much in so little time. So it's good for ESPN to be able to stand up their new D2C platform with a WWE event. Looks like John Cena is going to headline it in Indianapolis. One of the worst places in the world, but sorry, Glenn, I had to do it. No, but seriously, I would imagine that Halliburton's going to be there, kind of selling WWE and all that stuff, because he's a big fan. He was at I think it was SummerSlam or something like that recently. So, yeah, so it's a good deal for ESPN. It's good for WWE to get exposure on their app and test it out and see how it's going to look and feel before the big debut that appears to be. It was supposed to be WrestleMania, but now it's going to be the Survivor Series in San Diego. So very interesting to see how that shakes out.
Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you, man. I this whole WrestlePalooza thing kind of caught me by surprise. I didn't see anything about it until I think it was late last night when I was just scrolling, and then obviously everything kind of came to a head this morning with it. Stace, talk to me. Where's your head at with all this?
Yeah, I think it's interesting because if you think about it, you usually have a 4 to 6 month leeway when it comes to any PLE if you're going to go live, to go in person. So to see that we have something that's going live for tickets a month in advance, like it's a month. And if you think about it from a Midwest perspective, because y'all know I'm from Naptown, the best city in the world, villain BTW. It'll be interesting to see how that goes from a ticket sale. Like to think of a PLE going live this quickly. In addition to, we've always been talking about it. We've been planning about ESPN. We've talked 30 days, little over 30 days.
Yeah.
So they had to have known this was the plan all along. And so we've been speculating about when it was going to go, and the thought would be it was going to be beginning of the year. Clearly not. So it's a lot to digest from a plan perspective if you've got a family, money-wise, cost-wise, to make those changes. And then to Dylan's point, we did that earlier. I was like, I have to log into my ESPN since it's a package deal with Hulu to make sure I'm part of that clause. And if I'm not, what does that look like? And then thinking about it from a PLE standpoint next month. So is it going to be on ESPN proper? So does that mean we're going to have commercials? Is that going to be like on all the streaming platforms? And does that make it feel less of a PLE? Like they won't be able to do near as many of the bells and whistles and things if it's going to feel more like a Saturday night main event. So it's a really strange PLE to launch ESPN to the fans. Because if it is on mainstream ESPN, it's going to feel like a Saturday night main event. So it'll be really interesting to see how they can make it feel more unique, given it being their launch. This is their hard launch. So I'll be curious to see how they're going to. I mean, I know they're going to rely a lot on the fact that it's Brock and Cena. But is that enough to make this a solid launch for their first major event?
I mean, honestly, time will tell. I don't think so. And Stacey, you mentioned something that I'm a double click on before I throw it around. to the rest of the group here. You know, one of the major downsides of Saturday Night's Main Event is that it's just blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have, you know, name that old announcer come back, or you know, name that old wrestler come back. And some of the matches are okay, but from a production, from a build, from everything that we've grown to expect and love from major PLEs is lacking there. As a matter of fact, I dare say I haven't watched Saturday Night's Main Event and came away from that like, oh crap, yo, that was dope. Yeah,
great.
That was, I just watch it because I'm a fan of the sport, and you know, we talk about it at length. AB, talk to me, man. Where's your head at with all this, man? There's a lot to unpack here, and if you want to kind of take it in a different vein, man, show me where you going with this, man.
So the WWE, the Peacock agreement, as Barry said, was supposed to run out closer to the end of the year, but I think they released them. I was reading they released them out of the contract early because they'd already met their quota for shows, being that WrestleMania and SummerSlam were 2-night PLEs.
Oh,
so they were able to fulfill their contract obligations as far as the shows were concerned. So that's why they're shifting this out to ESPN Plus. The reason why this WrestlePalooza thing was shoved together so quickly, they wanted to headline Cena and Lesnar because AEW All Out is on September 20th in Toronto, and they want to take ratings away from them. So I see why they're forcing this, but I'm going to say I don't like all the content they're shoving together so fast. Cena Brock should have a better build. You know, they need
a Survivor Series build.
Yes, that should be a term.
I mean, I think, again, this just is me being, I guess, dumb. I think you're right. I think it does need to have a longer build, but it's Cena Brock. Like, that match is more for us than it is the new fans that Stacey likes to always remind us that they are trying to attract. And so, in that sense, I still think it needs a bigger build, but a month to kind of knock the dust off of Brock Lesnar and, you know, throw him into a match where Cena kind of finally exercises the demon. Depending upon what happens and what comes into play there, I can see it, but I do feel as though a longer build would be better. But I think in that case, villain, they can get away with it.
Let's be honest, though. How much time does Brock need to dust the ring rust off with just throwing people around a ring? Because you know that's what he's going to do when he goes in there. So
right.
I think this is a quick transitional thing. Like Cody, he just lost the belt to Cody. We're going to do this. We're going to give him a transition. And they've already announced December 13th is officially going to be his last match, which I like how they did that too, because if he carried that belt to the 13th, yeah, maybe there was going to be a little bit more suspense. Like, is he going to take the belt with him? But I just thought he was going to lose, and whoever he was going to pass the torch that night. So I like how they're doing this. You know, he's going to put someone else over to end it. But to go back to this Brock Cena thing now, like, this is just to try to take ratings away from AEW. That's all they're doing.
Yep.
That's all they're doing with this.
Well, and they haven't built anything when it comes to his retirement tour anyway. Mm-hmm. Everything's been a quick build. There's not been a single match that we've had more than a 3 to 4 week plan out anyway. So the Brock is no different than the rest of them have been so far.
Correct.
And Brock hasn't been billed yet on this event. They talked about Cody, Cena being the headliner, Seth, Becky, even Drew McIntyre. I didn't see Brock's name on it yet. So
it says Cena is facing a legend he hasn't faced in 10 years. That's what it says.
Yeah.
So
okay. I didn't see that. So I was reading on ESPN.
I'm gonna pull it out. I'm gonna pull it up. Yeah, it said it was billed as someone that he has not had the chance. A legend. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, it could be Shelton Benjamin. Who knows?
I mean, he's at AEW, so I doubt it very seriously.
I know. I'm just being humorous. Or it could be Edge, or maybe Edge comes back.
Well, hold. Edge's contract is up in AEW in October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Corey and I was talking about this Saturday. I'm hoping Edge is his last one. But Corey, where's your head at with this whole ESPN thing?
I hate it. I hate that it's rushed. I hate the deal. I hate ESPN is not that. I understand they're trying to get new fans, but to throw all this together in less than a month for a bunch of people that don't care about the WWE, it's crazy to me. I also hate the way that they're wording it. I think the way they're wording it is, oh, this first event's going to be on ESPN. They're going to put it on ESPN, regular ESPN. They're going to trick a bunch of people. And then you're going to get over there. You're going to enjoy the show or not enjoy it. And then they're going to be like, oh, you have to pay for it now.
Mhm.
I don't like the way they're doing that. But as far as Brock and Cena goes, you don't need a build. I mean, it deserves a build, but you don't really need a build. Everybody that's gonna watch is gonna watch them anyway.
Right.
And the ESPN fans, like if you watch, I watch ESPN all day. ESPN really could care less about WWE. They don't talk about it. They don't have knowledge on it. They're just throwing it all together. So I hate everything about it, and I also hate the fact that it's just another thing we have to enjoy wrestling. I hate it.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I think ESPN is to your point, I don't think they care about WWE. They get fed notes, and they'll have they'll have John on, they'll have Cody on, they'll have Roman on,
Mhm.
and they're reading off a script. You know, Molly and Steve, and they look knowledgeable, but they really just getting their cue cards and all that good stuff, right? Like, let's be honest. But you're trying to sell your direct to consumer service. That's all they're trying to do. So WWE has content for days that can plug right into ESPN's app, not only with the shows, with the PLEs, but you also have the podcasts that they're doing. Like, I think Cody has a podcast, Stephanie has a podcast, Taker has a podcast. It's actually pretty good. I like all of their podcasts. So, if anybody else wanted a podcast, they could do it. Chelsea Green could do it. Chelsea Green. Anybody can, on that and put the content on there. You have Stephanie's Places, that was pretty good. So there's content for days that ESPN needs to fill up the app, because at the end of the day, they don't the original content that ESPN does, nobody watches it for the most part. There's some things that they do. Peyton's Places was pretty solid, but can you say that you subscribe to ESPN Plus to watch Peyton's Places?
No,
I don't even have ESPN Plus, and they're not doing a good job of telling me what I need to have.
Why? They're not giving you
that's exactly the point, Corey.
Right.
That's exactly the point.
Well, but I think, and I know we talked about this the last podcast. The reality is, ESPN needs WWE because they know that this is a fan base that's going to spend whatever it takes to get what they need to have, and so this is great for ESPN, and nobody has to worry about that because Pat, and I know Larry just said this too, and I was thinking the same thing. Pat's going to make sure that WWE is solid. Pat McAfee will lead the charge because he knows all things WWE. So he will be the perfect bridge to really introduce. And I wouldn't be surprised because, we're probably not going to see Pat again until February or March. So this is his way of being WWE without being in on Monday nights. So I'm sure we'll see
doing the shows.
He's not going to be able to do the shows because of his Saturdays and Sundays, right? So this gives him a chance to really support the WWE in his own way by bringing on all of the talent throughout the week for the entire fall season. So then he gets the best of both worlds, and he really supports ESPN that way. It's a win.
He'll have Sheamus picking games, and he'll have Roman come through and wear the hat and do all the shit and whatnot. Yeah, I mean,
what new does that really bring to the WWE though? Nobody's going to tune in because of that.
Tune in because of what?
Because they have wrestlers on their platform, and they have a couple wrestlers picking games. They're not gaining no viewers from that.
The ESPN
WWE's not
ESPN will.
WWE not about viewers. They made money.
That's what we said about on Stuff About Shorts podcast. Shout out to those guys. We said, the Queen and I said, ESPN needs WWE. WWE doesn't need ESPN.
That's right.
And I don't think that I would tune into college football, pregame show and all that good stuff because Roman Reigns is on there. I might tune in and be like, oh, that's cool, and might pay attention a little bit longer, but I'm not tuning in because of that.
Yep.
But I think it's a partnership that's going to work both ways, but I think ESPN needs WWE's content more than WWE needs to be on ESPN.
That's
right.
a true story.
WWE is doing just fine on Peacock was doing just fine with the Fox deal, and it's just now building blocks. You know what I mean? So.
And honestly, I think the only reason why Peacock didn't renew is because they just signed the contract with the NBA and they couldn't afford both.
Probably not.
And they just sold out a lot of money for the Bourne identity. The Bourne series. No, but you laugh, but they paid a lot of money for the Bourne series.
Yes.
They paid a lot of money for, NBA. I talked to people there too at the NBA, and that content that's going to be pushed out not only through Prime but through NBC. That's a lot that they paid. And look at the people that they're bringing in. I know this is a WWE show, but they got Michael Jordan on there.
Yeah.
So I don't think they were going to stay in the WWE business, Michael Jordan or WWE.
Right.
Yeah. So now ESPN swooped in. They didn't renew one of their contracts. I think it was MLB. They got now they got content that
I think they lost UFC too.
Who?
ESPN. I don't think they're not doing UFC pay-per-views no more.
They went somewhere else.
They are.
Nah, I think they're about to wrap it up.
Hey, Larry, Larry, if you're in the chat, man, let us know, because that's our UFC guy.
I'm pretty sure I read that the other day.
You're saying
UFC is going to a whole different platform.
No, it's not.
That's what I read the other day.
UFC just signed a $7.7 billion deal. Yeah, with Paramount.
With Paramount. I was gonna say, I thought it shifted. Yeah, it was Paramount Plus.
I'm thinking So
they basically just swap.
That's why they need WWE.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why WWE can't. Like, I think Stacey said this a couple of weeks ago. Everywhere in the world, all WWE is on Netflix except here. Yeah, I don't get it.
Honestly, I think, Corey, it's because Netflix put so much money in it internationally. There was no way that Netflix could buy out the money that ESPN was willing to give.
Right.
WWE has done so many disparate deals. Like they did a deal with Fox, but they did a deal internationally here with TSN, and then they had a deal with Netflix for international. Then now they got a Peacock deal, but that's only for the U.S. But for Canada, they got a deal here, and it's like they can't just all like line up. You know what I mean? But it's a way to keep getting revenue streams, to pad that bottom line every year.
It's smart business, but you're going to turn some people off.
Yeah, it's not smart for TKO to go to one place. No, because it's easier for them to make more money.
Eggs in one basket.
That's right. And honestly, we proved as fans, we're going to hate it and we're going to complain about it. But in 3 months, we're not going to be talking about this again.
If anything, Stacey, me and you are going to be talking about, well, when is YouTube TV getting ESPN Plus?
That's right.
That's what we're going to be complaining about next. And that, if anything, WrestlePalooza, which was an ECW pay-per-view, WrestlePalooza is going to push YouTube TV to come to the table faster because that deal's up at the end of September.
I hope so, because that's what I got too.
That's what it just makes sense. I think the reality is they're poising themselves to continue to dominate. Because if you think about it, there's no other organization that's doing the types of deals and making the types of money as quickly as TKO is by splitting themselves up in different places.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, financially, it's a win-win, which maybe that means for us as fans, that means in the long run, we'll see less talent cut and more time spent because
you would think, but
I mean, y'all, we didn't have any cuts after SummerSlam, and this is the first. This is the first major PLE this year that we didn't get a list of cuts.
We had people not resign.
We had people
not resign, and the thing is, they're throwing together PLEs like every 2 weeks. So if the market gets bigger, and if they go to if YouTube TV picks up ESPN Plus and all that type of stuff, they're going to be a higher demand for rush PLEs because now the cycle that we are used to is just going to be reset.
Well, but I'm going to tell you guys something crazy, Aaron. I will tell you guys this. The last 2 weeks in a row, I felt like, am I missing a PLE? Like, I feel like I'm missing a PLE.
That's a big break.
My psyche that I feel like I need a PLE. So I know it's coming up next weekend, but I mean, because of the way this year has been so fast paced, they're doing exactly what they want to do, because I'm going through PLE withdrawal already, and I'm like, wait, I need another one, and oh, it's next week. Okay, so good. And then 3 weekends after that is WrestlePalooza.
Mhm.
But that's kind of the cadence now that they're setting us up for. That I know for me as a fan, I was like, when is the PLE? Like, I feel like we should have had one by now. And so it's doing exactly what they want it to do.
So, two things. One, I want to know who decided to use this name WrestlePalooza,
Right.
because it
Amen.
sounds like
Amen.
a wrestling kids bop concert. Like
It's from
Stop
ECW. It's from the
Yeah.
90s.
they should have thrown it away.
Well, originally I
Dumb.
read that it was going to be Bad Blood.
Bad Blood. That's what I
It was
thought.
gonna be
That's
bad.
what I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
supposed to be.
today it was, ooh, surprise.
The other thing is I think us as I want to say the hardcore fans, we have an appreciation for what this is, but I don't think we even realize how big this thing is getting.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, I think I told you guys this already. Like when I was at Fanatics Fest in New York City, Friday and Sunday, dead days. Saturday, forget it, because that's when all the WWE people were there. That place was a mob scene. Like you got stars like the New York Yankees from the 1998 World Series championship team that were there. We got into the theater no problem.
Mm.
The SummerSlam presser was a mob scene. So
Yeah.
there's the other people that are coming up behind us as far as the fan base. They're now ESPN, all this other stuff is happening for them, not for us. We're kind of like, why are they doing this? We don't have the appreciation for the new people that are coming into this that are not as knowledgeable as we are.
And they don't
Yeah.
understand that we feel like everything's too expensive. They
Correct.
don't. Like we can say, oh, I remember as a kid that my parents paid this, or
It used to be
you know, we watched-
$45.99 for one show.
right.
$44.99.
But now we're like, oh my
Or
gosh.
for WrestleMania. WrestleMania used to be more.
There used to be 60 for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So we're spoiled. You know, we missed the days because we went backwards to the network. It was
That's right.
$9.99 a month.
Yep.
Oh, we get all this content for $9.99. And now it's like we have to start paying more to keep up with that. That's where we are. Like, what the hell?
Yep.
Other people are probably like, oh, that's nothing. And they're right. It really, in the grand scheme of things, you're paying $1 a day to watch a PLE at the end of the month. So
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If you don't already have a streaming service, if you
Correct,
already have
which-
it,
which we have. Yep. I'm good.
As long as it's one
So-
that carries it.
yeah, so you're fine. But yeah, I hear people's complaints. I hear their grievances, like, now I got to shell out another $30 or what have you for ESPN and everything. But that's the wave of the future. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everything we used to know is dying. Like, we thought we would never be able to live without a Blockbuster, right? And then, no, I'm serious, right? And,
Right,
and
you're
now
right.
kids won't even know what that is.
Correct.
And, like, eventually movie theaters will be phased out because of streaming. You know what I mean? And, like, you look at, like,
Hope
Superman,
that
that's
never
already
happens.
available on streaming, right? So, and it was just in the theaters. So what's the point of going to the theaters, right? That'll be phased out. So eventually the model that you're used to for WWE or for pay-per-views in general with all the wrestling promotions, that model is going to change, and it's going to be content on your streaming service. Which one do you have? And, I wouldn't be surprised if like Apple TV or somebody got into the game and made an offer for something, for anything they can get their hands on. TNA, how much you want for it?
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, how much you want for it? You know what I
Have
mean?
you heard yet who's buying the book?
Bottle.
Which book?
Yeah.
The-
About all.
Who's buying the book for all of the up to now content? Remember, because Peacock's not keeping it, and
Yeah, I don't know.
didn't want it. So I don't know that we've heard yet, because Peacock said that they're not renewing that either. So we don't even know yet who's going to buy the book. Do you
Somebody's
watch
gonna buy
everything
it.
leading up to now?
Somebody's going to buy it. I don't know. Paramount might make a bit play for it. They could use the publicity because CBS was taking a big hit the last couple of weeks until they got UFC. I'm telling you, Apple's got deep pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if they did it. Amazon, they would make a play for it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Why wouldn't they? That would be perfect for their streaming service. The only thing I have about Prime is like it's hard to find everything that's on there. There's a lot on there. It's hard to
It
find
is
it.
a lot. It is a
But
lot.
I wouldn't be surprised if they get into the mix. I know, Max with Warner Discovery, they need to make a play.
Yeah.
We'll see. It's a rich library, and
Yeah.
WWE will sell it because it's just a check.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
Yeah,
Netflix hasn't gotten the deal. I thought that was a part of their deal.
Yeah. I was really surprised to see that as well, that it wasn't already picked up.
Yeah.
Given I know personally in my household how much time we spend. And I know it's something that a lot of people use. So
I just don't understand from a business perspective why WWE does not go back to the network itself, put all their shit
Doesn't make money.
on. But I'm saying if they raise the price like these other platforms are doing, you're going to get money in your pocket. How are you not making money if the other services are? That's what I'm not understanding.
because
There's a
then
cap,
TKO doesn't
man.
have to put the money in streaming it to themselves. They're having other people pay them and doing all the work. So they
Mhm.
have no overhead. They
Yeah,
just
you're
need
right
the
with that.
content
So
and they're
you
being paid
make
for the
you
content.
make more money up front by selling the library than trying
Yeah.
to get people to. How long would it take 1 million people to subscribe to WWE Network for $10 a month? How long would it take them to make $1 billion when you can get that money up front?
Yeah.
I understand that, but I'm just saying if you changed it back, we're going to charge you $30 a month, like ESPN's going to charge.
Oh, then there'll be smoke in the city. But seriously, like, how much do you think they would? How much did Peacock pay for the library? Does anybody know how much they paid?
No idea.
I can look it up.
Let's look it up, right? But I'm saying, you do the math, AB. If the network was $10 a month, right? Let's say you get 1 million. I'll give you about 5 million people worldwide that subscribe to it.
Villain.
How much is that a month?
Yeah. So just so you know, they paid over $1 billion for a 5-year
right.
deal to stream it.
Yeah.
$1 billion for 5 years.
For 5
How
years.
long would it take them?
It was
how
announced
long
in
would it take them
2020.
with $30 with 5 million people to make that money back?
I guess the point I'm trying to make is if they did it on their own, they could charge whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to pay for this.
But who would pay it?
But because think
Who would
about it,
pay
because
it?
okay, so
It would.
You
we're
tell
a
me.
WWE family, and that's led by me. But I could see a mom and dad
Mhm.
where mom and dad are not as invested in WWE as a platform, but they have teenage kids or young boys or young girls that are all about it. I could see where mom and dad could say, yeah, I'm not spending $30 a month for you to stream WWE, but I will pay for, dad watches Sports Center and dad loves watching old football games. So yeah, they're going to be there. So dad will use that. So it's easier for a family to justify the cost if there's multi things they can get on a platform.
That makes
versus-
sense. I didn't even look at it from that standpoint. So that
So it's
that
easier
does
for
make
them
sense.
to get the money up front, and then the platform that's going to stream it, they're going to get people that are going to say, oh,
Mhm.
mom loves watching 3430. This would be great. Dad loves to watch old Sports Center. So everybody has their own things in a platform that has multi-use.
I look at it like that. You're absolutely right, but I look at it from the standpoint of, like I said, if you had 1 million people that watched, that subscribe monthly to the WWE Network for $10 a month, just $10 a month, that's $50 million a year. It would take them 20 years to get that $1 billion that they got in 5 years from Peacock. And these streaming services need content. They you look at HBO Max, right? When they first brought that app service out, what was one of the big hooks to their library? One of the hooks was that Justice League special edition, right? To get it was the content. What was the other things they were selling? Oh, Seinfeld, or it was Big Bang Theory, or they had the then it was Game of Thrones, and they need a library. If you have that, if you have a ready-made library, all you got to do is plug it in. I will pay you $1 billion. You know what I mean? So I understand why you would want WWE to have their own network. It's more profitable for them to sell their content to anybody else. And then in 5 years, and then the rights come back to them, and then they sell it for more.
Yeah,
It's
because
exactly
that's
what's
the
gonna
thing
happen.
is nobody's buying a long-term contract. We're seeing 5-year deals. So they
Yeah.
know that the more money that we see So ESPN grows over the next 5 years. And to your point, Sears, I know you said this because I saw it too. You know, Peacock just bought this in 2021. So they bought it as a 5-year deal and they're only getting it for 4.5 years, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're out early.
Think of it like this. What's the churn rate for a subscription?
Yep.
What's the churn rate? It's probably a year, maybe 2 years at most. So you paid for people for 4 or 5 years, and your churn rate on your app would have been 2 years.
Yep.
That's why you sell it.
And your goal is when selling it is for like Peacock, they're hoping that enough people got hooked on their sites and the other things they had.
Yeah.
So that they continue to pay for Peacock after WWE is gone, because they're hoping the content they have will keep it.
And Peacock has no content.
You can watch. I mean, Love Island. That's about it.
I watch Peacock every day.
So what do you watch on Peacock?
Reality TV.
Oh,
because Peacock carries all the Bravo stuff. So you think about it, the Real Housewives franchises, the Vanderpump franchise, which I just smashed all 19 seasons this summer.
I know that's what Sirius watches on his downtime.
Love Island. I'm on Love Island, bro. I'm on Love Island.
Love Island.
We need to start our own. We need to start another division of this, my friend. It needs to be reality TV all day, every day. But so the thing is that it has a niche market, right? And now Peacock just signed the deal with the NBA. So they're going to do some stuff that way too. So again, they're still diversifying. Where they lost the WWE, they put all their eggs in the NBA basket, which coincidentally, they canceled 4 of their top shows on mainline NBC to be able to pay the NBA contract because they didn't have space on their main time roster, which was crazy. But that's another story. So they're taking risks to make up for the fact that they let go of WWE to be able to pay for NBA. That's it. So they're trying to see if they can get in the mainstream sports market.
Okay.
Interesting. Very, very interesting, man. I didn't expect us to be on that for almost 40 minutes, but here we are.
You started it.
Wait, so
I didn't talk about anything for less than 40 minutes.
Tell
say that.
Brian that his math ain't mathing.
What'd he say? I didn't hear him.
He said 1 million subscribers at $30 a month, he will recruit $1 billion in roughly 2 years. That's
he does math for a living.
But that math ain't mathing because a million, what? Nah.
30 million times 12.
What's that?
30 million times 12.
Yeah, no,
he's right.
Yeah.
It just.
We got to get you a calculator, my guy.
I know, but it's just.
He's an accountant. I mean, that's how he feeds his family, man.
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with a CPA.
In my mind, it makes the library content more valuable. The math is mathing. You're right.
Yeah.
But the makes the content. You're putting a value on the content.
Yeah.
What's more valuable, $1 billion and $10 or $30?
Yeah.
I can get all the content I want for $30, and then what do? You watch pretty much anything you want to watch in the first couple of months, and then you're done with it.
Right.
$1 billion over a couple of years.
And TKO's getting their money no matter how many people stream it, and that's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference, is they're getting their bank. Oh my gosh, he's so funny. They're going to get their bank regardless of whether they get the all of the subscribers or everybody stops watching. They're still in contract, and that's the thing, is they're getting guaranteed versus waging the bet on whether people are going to buy their content. They're getting the money regardless.
Yeah.
So, with that being
Brian,
said,
I'm coming for you, man. Don't talk to me.
Don't do that. That's a crazy dude, man.
Make sure you handwrite the address with the letters written out, because he might get.
Right. You gotta cut the letters out of the magazine.
I mean, this is the least out of pocket stuff he's ever said in the chat. So
I'm impressed.
No.
I mean,
I'm proud of him.
At the end of the day, I think the WWE is in a good spot right now.
Mm-hmm.
With how with Netflix and with ESPN, would we have ever thought 3 years ago that they would be doing a deal with ESPN and Netflix?
No.
You know what I mean? Like WWE would be on Raw would be on Netflix, but so it'll be interesting. What happens to SmackDown? Like Corey and Aaron, AB, like where does SmackDown go?
They'll put it on something else that we don't have already.
Ah,
If it goes to Apple Plus, I'll be pissed because then I'm like, damn it, just take my money.
I just read that somebody's trying to court getting NXT more mainstream. Was it Fox that said they wanted it? Somebody's saying that they're trying to get.
No, I thought CW put a stranglehold on it. No,
I thought I saw something not too long ago that somebody was courting, trying to get NXT to make it more
I thought I heard
mainstream.
that Peacock. I thought I heard Peacock was keeping their PLEs.
I don't know.
Interesting.
I don't know.
NXT, I think their PLEs are staying on Peacock. You know, so you don't leave completely if you watch WWE.
I'm really surprised that Disney Plus has not entered the chat on any of this.
That's another thing.
They don't have to because they are.
They already got ESPN.
I get that they're behind the scenes ESPN, but here's the thing: to a younger family, Disney or ESPN. Disney's got a little bit more of that.
But
the
WWE
kids
doesn't
kind of
have
thing.
any content for Disney though. There's no content for them.
Yeah, we're about to completely water it down because
still
ESPN
stream it on
already,
there.
Okay.
I'm saying from a marketing standpoint.
NXT is going
stuff on Disney
to
Plus.
ESPN as well. Their PLEs go to ESPN starting in September as well.
NXT.
PLEs.
Okay.
For NXT, okay.
PLEs go to ESPN also.
But they're still gonna. But they're still, weekly shows gonna be on CW, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you need to start watching. Did you watch the match I sent you, Queen?
I tried to. I watched most of it. I was perhaps had kids that I was transporting.
Unbelievable. Javon
was amazing. What I saw was amazing.
He is amazing. He is amazing.
Can we?
I hope. God.
Serious. I know you're trying to transition, so can we talk about how happy we are for Naomi and Jimmy?
I mean, I was trying to get there, but you know what I'm saying? Y'all just kept moving,
I'm just,
so I'm gonna move.
As the queen, I'm moving it.
This dude's never been so quiet on a stream.
I know. The last thing, SmackDown, supposedly SmackDown staying on USA Network until 2029.
Well, there you go.
That's what I know. All right. No, Naomi. First of all, what a promo. What a promo. Like what I loved about Naomi's promo is that she weaved in and out of working, staying in character and coming out of character, right? Because it was emotional for her, and she's an emotional girl, and you can see it in her. But I loved how she gave up the belt, because now it puts not only everybody on notice, but it says when I come back, I'm coming back to my top spot. I'm not coming back to like wallow in the mid card and try to bring up somebody like Maxine. No offense to Maxine. I'm coming for the top spot.
Right.
And you're gonna have to wait 9 months for me. So I love that about her promo. It's a blessing for her, because I know the struggle she was going through. My wife was high risk with my youngest. So I know how that is. I know how that feels. And 37 years old is high risk in itself. And with all the stuff that she was going through physically, it's just like, you make plans, God laughs. Right.
Yep.
So, while, Steve was right in saying this was the summer of Naomi, it really is the summer of Naomi, because she's got a blessing on the way. So I'm happy.
Yes.
It was also the summer of Jimmy.
Netflix and chill.
That promo that she cut, I don't think I've ever been moved emotionally like that in a promo. It was just because, again, we're all wrestling fans. We all follow Trinity's, life and career, and we all understood what she went through to Villain's Point, and to now be in a place where, the bloodline legacy continues. With her, it's just spectacular. And for her to weave in and out of character, and I posted this in the thread, like, you can't be heel Naomi, proceed with caution right now. It's just, enjoy this. Like, let the fans serenade you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, let them rock with you because we've rocked with you. You know what I'm saying? We were there with you when you first came up, and you was trying to find your way. We were there with you when you walked away from the WWE. We were there with you when you came back. With the glow thing and trying all these different things, and we're so invested in with her and then her family and husband and cousins and the whole 40 million bloodline members that are woven in the WWE. Allow the fans to rock with you on this, and so the struggle that she was navigating there, was brought, and then to Villain's point, for her to lay that thing down, refusing to give it to Nick Aldis, you know what I'm saying? Because she did that before.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So refusing to give Pierce, excuse me, refusing to give it to Adam Pearce. You know what I'm saying? And just lay it down and walk away, and again put people on notice. Like, when I come back in 10 and a half, 11 months, whatever it is.
I think she'll be gone longer than that.
She should have the baby around WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
She'll have the baby in April, you know what I'm saying? April, whatever. I'm not sure where, her numbers are, but 9 months from.
I think Rumble 2027.
Rumble. Yep, I'm with y'all.
Rumble 2027.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah. And so
I think she would come back SummerSlam next year.
Well, not next year. I think she'll wait till she'll take a year off.
27.
Yeah, okay. She'll wait. Because I think
that's a new mom, man.
Out. How long was Becky out?
And Alexa too.
Yeah. I mean, new mom.
And Becky's tweet.
Oh,
that was hilarious.
I got it.
That was hilarious.
So great.
So I'm gonna take this and then I'm gonna spin it and kick it around to everybody. With this news and everything, what do they do with the championship now?
Well, hold on. Let me say something first. I'm excited for her because thinking about, and y'all, we're old heads, right? We've been watching for a long time. I remember the space when women didn't feel like they should have kids because they were afraid that if they left, they would not have a place to come back to. Uh-huh. So if you think about how hard, and we've been talking about this all year long, like the women are killing it. And Paul even said it during Unreal, like the women are giving it tenfold versus the men. So how beautiful that the face of women's wrestling has come so far and has become so relevant that we have women like Becky Lynch, like Alexa Bliss. Now we've got Naomi that are comfortable with saying, I'm going to have it all. I'm going to have a family and I'm going to come back and I will be on top when I return, instead of feeling like I can't leave because if I leave, I may not be invited to come back.
She has to leave because she was on top already.
Yeah. I mean, it's
clearly.
I mean, let's also talk about the fact that this baby's already headlined in a major PLE. This baby was at SummerSlam. But how I love that. I love that for the face of women's wrestling, that we are in a place where they feel great to step out and know that they can come back and she will still be as relevant as she was, if not more, when she comes back.
And that's across some sports, other sports too, like WNBA. They're able to have babies and come back. So, I echo that. Well, that's a great
entertainment's point. A little different though, Villain. I think.
That, WNBA, like WNBA players, they have a family and they still play, come back. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I echo what you're saying.
Corey, where's your head at with all this, man?
Oh man, I'm happy for him. I'm happy. I love the promo. I feel like the promo she left, she comes back automatically at the top.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody will, it's just human nature. Everybody will stop thinking about her and that Rumble will creep up and she'll come back. She'll get the pop she deserves. She can still be the villain she was, because I don't feel like she needs to change anything.
Yeah.
She'll come back. She'll come back. She on top of the world. And as far as the championship, I don't know what they're talking about.
We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get to that insight. But I listen, I think she can come back as an anti-hero. People will love her. She'll try to be a heel, but they'll love her. They'll be happy for her to come back. She can't. She'll have to be a face when she comes back. There's no way.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, y'all. She's a face anyway.
Yeah.
She's not a heel. She
like a
is a
tweener.
Naomi. Yes.
She plays the heel, but the crowd loves her.
She's a heel that's over. Let's put it that
She's
way.
the female. She right now.
She has the Dom effect right now. She has the Dom effect.
No. Right now, she has the Roman effect. She don't have to change a
I'm gonna tell you,
and
for
people
all of
gonna
you.
cheer for her.
What she has is she has people, especially women, that are relating to the fact that, and I told you guys this a jump when she went heel at the beginning. Everybody can relate to her because everybody's had a friend that's done them dirty that they needed to wish that they could go back at them, and she pulled it back. And that's what she's doing, is she's vindicating the fact that she felt like she was wronged and treated unfairly as a good friend. And we said that, I said that months ago at the when we talked about it at first. And that's why she's not a full heel. Because if you watch anywhere, all the podcasts, everything, everybody's like, yep, she deserved it. She did what she needed to do. I'm not mad about it. I support it. I love it. Nowhere is anybody saying, oh my gosh, it's 100% vindicated. So she's not a heel.
She's doing heel work.
Unhinged heel when she started.
Not doing heel work.
She is doing heel work. I'm not.
No. Wait. When she started, she was unhinged heel.
Yes.
Serious, right?
I got a feeling we're about to have our first eviction of the night.
She had the vignettes going crazy and
Long
all
as it
that.
ain't
Yes.
That's right, Corey. We're good.
But then now she was starting to have fun, right? Seriously, she was out there. She was riding the suitcase and going to the to the Fanatics. Said like, "Where's my merch? Where's my merch?" Like, so she became a fun heel. You know what I mean? She was still a heel, but she was having fun. So like, I'm gonna have fun with her. You know what I mean? So
you better watch it, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, she ain't gonna be on here for very long, bro.
Nobody anywhere is like, I hate her.
So anyway,
that was one.
Wow.
Oh.
That's
The
nasty
eviction
work.
counter.
You better
Uno.
watch it.
Nasty work.
You better
I
caution serious.
I gotta follow what my man tells me to do, man. That's my man. It's bees before
pay for your sin.
Anywho, I could take that so many places, but I'm
Stop it, sir.
Anywho, Naomi's a heel. Back on tag. Naomi's a heel. She is a heel that, like Dominic Mysterio, is over.
People still hate Dom.
This
there are
pains
people
me
that
to
say
say.
they hate him.
People
hates Naomi.
People hate Naomi because of what she is doing with her heel work.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Bianca Belair is a face. Jade Cargill is a face. The fact that Naomi threw freaking Jade Cargill into a dang on window
and nobody was mad about it. Nobody was mad about it.
What are you talking about?
I'm telling the truth. Nobody was mad about it. I was like, she did that. Ooh, but nobody was mad.
Serious. I'm going to say something, and you're never going to hear this ever come out of my mouth again. We actually agree on something.
That's just wrong.
Okay, I think Hell's about to freeze over.
Agree on what?
How about what we agree on?
Naomi is a heel.
We all know she's a heel.
But no, she's saying no.
They doesn't think she's a heel.
Nope.
This one. Stacey.
Nope.
Stacey.
Let me shake your head a little bit. Wake you up.
She's a heel, but she's a cool heel. There's a difference. There's levels to it. There's the villainous heel that Randy Orton was, punting people in the head.
Oh my gosh!
That they tried to get Naomi to do with the proceed with caution, the craziness with the vignettes, the voices in her head, all that kind of stuff. And then, like I said, she was having so much fun with it. Yeah, she's fun. She's cool, but she was
gray
still
area.
Dangerous.
She is gray area. That's the best I will say.
Cussing out Bianca, talking about you going to join your mother in the wheelchair. That's
and
fake.
You know what?
That's what a baby face does.
She wasn't a good friend. She didn't have her bestie's back. She got what she deserved.
Her mother is in a wheelchair. She's in the front row.
You're accountable for your business whether your mama's in a wheelchair or not. You don't get it. You don't get it.
Miss Williams.
Women work. That is work. That's not heel work. That's work.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Hi, Corey.
I love you with my whole chest. I love you with my whole chest. You are the godfather.
I'm gonna let them three have this conversation.
You're the godmother to our kids.
Y'all three had this conversation.
Yeah, we're just sitting here watching.
No, it's good. So what do we do with the women's title now? Is it Stephanie Velcro versus
It's gotta be
Velcro.
versus
better be
Io at Paris?
No,
Watch them
God,
watch
not
them put
Io.
watch them
No.
put Rhea in the match.
No.
Rhea's
Calm
going to
down,
the match.
sir.
Started on this shit.
Calm down.
Cut his
Io
mic. Cut his
and
mic.
Rhea
Cut
need
his
to
mic
go to
because
the
I don't
tags.
tolerate that. I don't tolerate
Io and
that.
Rhea need to go to the tags. That's it. They already threw that out with Kabuki Warriors Monday night, right? We already dabbled in that. I think that's
But wait, Stacy, you were supposed to get Naomi Io. The logical step is just to have Io Stephanie.
No.
What else can you do?
No. I'm sick of
What did
Io.
you
I'm sick of
what
Rhea.
did you have
I'm
to
sick of it
drink
all.
No, you're
tonight,
not.
Barry?
Stop it. You're not.
How the hell you sick
Io.
of Rhea?
Stop it.
Who's sick
sick
of
of it.
Rhea? What's wrong
I'm
with
sick
you,
of it.
dog?
I'm
Don't
sick
do
of
that.
it. Again, we did this last time. This female, who I love her to death, has shoehorned herself into so many title pictures that it's weird.
That's why I'm staying out of this conversation.
Wait.
It's not even believable. It's not even believable
I
now.
think you guys are blurring the line between reality and kayfabe. She's not shoehorning herself into anything. They are booking her.
yes.
They're booking her
Yes.
because
she's
she's
the
the
best.
biggest star on the show.
Yes.
When her music hits and this is my brutality, the crowd goes crazy. What do you want them to do?
Put her on
Sideline
the
her?
tags with Io and go against the Kabuki Warriors.
I don't know
Because-
I don't want that. I don't want that.
Who do you
I don't
want? Serious? Give me a solution. Don't give me the problem. Give me the solution. Who do you got?
That's what we're here to discuss.
At some
Huh?
point,
Who?
this mofo, dude, listen. At some point, this is going to have the Roman effect on Rhea,
Yes.
and that's what I don't like about this. I love Rhea as a wrestler. I love what she does in the ring, but she cannot continue to be put in the same picture as these other women. They got to give these other ladies a chance to wrestle. There's nothing
Who?
against her.
Who?
Anybody
Who?
else.
No, don't give me anybody.
You have a women's
cop-out.
division that is
No,
stacked with talent.
That's a cop-out
I'll
answer.
It's
give
not a
Give me
cop-out
name.
answer.
Give
Give
me a
someone else a
name.
chance.
I'll give
Give
Any
me a
one
name.
of these women on that roster is
Give me
capable of
a
fighting for a
name.
championship.
Who do you want? Who do you
Rhea
want?
doesn't
Give me
need a
name.
title to be over. We talked
Thank you.
about that.
Anybody but Rhea. That's how
All
I
right,
feel.
So do it.
You're
So
not
do it
giving
like
me
this.
a name. You're giving me one name, not Rhea. That's not a name. Who do you
Because
want?
I'm
Bayley?
sitting here telling you
Bayley-
that every other
Bayley's
woman on
going
this
crazy. You want
roster is
Bayley
capable
to take the
of
belt?
wrestling for this.
You want Bailey to take the belt?
No.
No,
No.
she's not there yet.
She's not ready.
Yeah.
And
not
you know
there.
she's my favorite right now.
Who do you want to do?
You
Move,
could put-
move Jade? Move Naya?
No.
Who do you want? Give me a name. Anybody but Rhea. Okay,
Stephanie
great.
Vaquer.
Who?
You said it, Stephanie. You
Is
said
she
it.
ready? Is she ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did you push her to the moon
Yes,
if you're
she's
not going to
ready.
give her the belt?
Okay.
Well, they've kind of made her
Listen,
disappear.
I
the
love
past
Stephanie
couple weeks.
Velcro. I love her. I love
And-
her
I
to
do
death.
too.
Well,
I love her as
I-
much as I love mommy.
and let me clarify. I misunderstood what you meant. I want to see Stephanie with the strap, but I thought we were talking about who's going to be in this match against her at Clash.
Yeah,
any
that's-
of these women can wrestle Vaquer in that match.
I
Sorry.
love him so much. I love him so much.
Who's gonna
He's
put
not
him over?
wrong.
He's not.
Who's gonna
He's
put
not.
her over?
Who
Who's gonna
who
put
get?
her over?
Fair.
Who
I think
get-
she's ready. That's why they brought her forward. That's why she's coming up. That's why they keep teasing her. I think that she's ready, and I think it'd be solid.
Who?
Stephanie.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Who's gonna do the work? Who's gonna do the business for her?
I don't think anybody needs to do the business for her. She's the best. She's the best wrestler. They'll throw it together some like
No,
Queen
guys,
of the Ring
guys,
type.
You
you're
gotta
not
have.
listening.
You
You're
gotta
not
have
Who's in the
somebody in
match?
the back.
Right. We're not
question.
just giving it to her. Who's in the match?
Yeah. You're not listening to the question.
I understand the
Stephanie
question.
can't wrestle at Clash in Paris. Stephanie can't wrestle a broomstick and put herself over. Who's
You know
gonna
you'd
be in
still-
the match?
You know
to
you'd
put
still
her
watch,
over?
Villain. You know you'd still watch.
I
would.
I'm surprised you haven't thrown your name in, Villain. Why haven't you put your name in it for this match?
Villain, I hate you. I hate you so much. I hate you
But
so much.
seriously, this is what I'm saying. You don't want Io Sky. The
No.
logical step is to have Io Sky versus Stephanie and Io to do business with Stephanie and put her over. What is so hard about that?
That's
What is so
the-
hard about that?
I see it that way too because I think it's too early for Rhea versus Stephanie anyway. You say
As long as we don't
That's
have
a major
Rhea
PLE
Party.
match.
Exactly. That's not a.
Rhea is not part of it.
And I don't like
And-
the slander for
And as
for
long as
mommy.
Io doesn't
I
win it
think it's
again, as long as Io
disrespectful.
doesn't win it again.
I'm going to excuse myself from this conversation because you guys are being very disrespectful to mommy.
And
I
Dylan,
told
I'm
you
not. What I will say
she
is,
loves
I'm not
you.
disrespectful to her.
She
She
loves
doesn't need the
me.
title. She does
I
love
don't.
you.
I,
She
no, I know. I
cuddles
know.
with you every night. Every night. She cuddles with you every night. You are the first one she kisses when she comes into her house. We know this.
Listen.
Well aware. Well aware.
But seriously,
She's got
seriously,
your
I'm being.
scent on her
I'm,
clothes every day.
I know.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
God.
just telling you.
I know, Stacey. I know, but serious. I'm being serious. There's not a lot of time to put this together. Do
No,
I
it's
think
not.
Stephanie can have the strap and work? Absolutely. Who's going to put her over? That makes sense. Right now, it's going to be Io. You're going to hate me for it. I don't really care. It's going to be Io doing the business at Clash in Paris, and then they're going to further that little rift with the Kabuki Warriors. That's what's going to happen.
Or
Because
you
you're going to put Raquel versus Stephanie Vicaire?
No, but you could realistically throw Becky in there. Have Becky threatening to have 2 belts. You could do that.
The smartest thing to do, Corey, to your point, is to have a tournament. That's the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the winner faces
Stephanie.
Stephanie Vicaire at Clash in Paris. That's the smartest thing to do.
Problem is, when are you going to have this tournament? There's no
You don't
time.
have the time.
Somebody look at the calendar.
And that's the other rub.
They said there's going to be a match on Raw to determine who's going to fight her at Clash. So you're going to have one match.
What I would do is do.
Do we know who's in that match yet?
No.
Rhea will be there.
You would
Clearly.
do 4 wrestlers. I would do Io. I would do Rhea because you got to put the card over. I would probably put. I think Becky's a good choice, and I don't know who the fourth.
Throw Nikki Bella in there.
Ready?
No, no. This unhinged version of Bayley,
yes,
is something that
it hasn't cooked long enough.
It hasn't cooked long enough, but it's simmering.
It's
simmering.
If he loses.
So here's what you can do. You
Battle
can
Royal.
have an 8-win tournament, and then you can have final 2 as the opening match at Clash in Paris, and then the winner of that match goes on to Stephanie Vicaire to close the show or later in the show.
In the show.
You can do that.
Or just have a
And then you
pseudo
can-
Battle Royal mini Roller Rumble.
Yeah,
Who wins goes on.
Battle Royal. Yeah, because you guys, we
Battle
only
Royal.
have one Raw Monday.
Yeah.
We only have
Monday,
one Raw
Monday.
tournament. They don't even have
Wait,
time.
is Bianca still out?
Bianca's still out,
Yes.
I'm about to say,
Yes.
sneak her
Well-
over the road. You can do a multitude of things to make it work.
There's a ton.
Right now, thinking in my mind, the most logical one that you could actually make work in 1 week is Becky.
Yeah.
Becky can make it work in 1 week. She's already got a strap. She can. I'm gonna be 2 belt Bex again. I run Raw. You can make it work. You can even finagle it to where
Or this.
Heyman got her.
Or
in the back.
this.
It's too
Or
early.
this.
I kind of like where you're going, Corey. I do like where you're going because Becky 2 belts, and then putting over Stephanie just elevates Stephanie even more.
Exactly. It's got to be somebody that's going to elevate Stephanie. It can't just be somebody that's a throwaway. We want somebody that we actually look at and be like, oh, that's a star that just put her over. That gives her the rub. Putting just anybody in there doesn't give her the rub.
Right.
I
And it
personally
keeps
like
the
to see
heel
her and Bayley in the
villain.
ring together
It keeps the
too.
heel face.
I mean, I would too. And the thing is, and again, yes, I'm a Bayley fan, like AAB, but
I
where
love Bayley.
Bayley's head, where Bayley's head is at right now, like
Bayley.
I could see Bayley going in there and not only competing to give Stephanie the rub, but she can realistically win that thing because she's been passed over time and time and done the business and all the things. So they screwed her out of Mania. They screwed her out of.
Hold on, stop right there. Stop right there before you keep going. Who screwed her out of Mania?
Becky.
You put Becky in that match. You got Bayley simmering on the sideline. Who cost Becky the match? Now you got your story between Becky and Bayley that go the rest of the year.
The thing is with this match, though, if Stephanie's going over, I don't want to see a weird finish to it.
Yeah, we can't have shenanigans.
Clean, you need a clean finish.
She's got to be clean. She's got to be a clean win.
But what can happen then is when Stephanie takes the strap, then Bailey's bitter and she's upset because somebody that's recently come up from NXT is getting more
Has
love than
faster-
she
yep.
is.
Exactly.
So then they perpetuate it that way, and then we've got a feud with Bailey and Stephanie.
You can have
But I think
Bailey
the feud
for the rest of the year.
feud starts with
I need Bailey Becky. I need Bailey Becky. That's
That's where the feud
Bailey
starts.
Becky.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that we all got to agree on here. Bailey can't drop the ball on this. This
No.
is her shot.
No.
This is her shot.
It
She
really
can't
is.
screw this
Can
up.
I ask a question for real? This is me seriously asking. In my opinion, I don't think she's really ever dropped the ball. I think they misuse her.
Absolutely.
It's not her.
Her promo work is
100%.
weak, Corey. Her
Huh?
promo work is weak to me, Corey.
Yeah.
Get a girl a
I mean,
mouthpiece.
so,
In the ring, she goes with anybody.
But this
So,
this is how they're fixing that. They're giving her vignettes.
Yeah.
She doesn't have to be live on the spot. It's a cut. All right, let's do this again. Let's do this a little bit differently. Cut. All right, in action.
Right.
Like, and they're
but
cutting it
there's a
together.
moment where there's a moment though, Villain, where she's gonna have to get on the mic and live and cut the damn thing.
They're gonna
No,
have
Yeah,
no.
to.
and then that's where you get Michael P. Hayes to like, hey, this is what you got to say. This
For
And
is
if
for the
she's
next-
doing heel
for the
work,
next-
she doesn't have to do a lot of major promo work live.
Sure.
She
and
doesn't
for
have
the-
to.
For the next couple months, she can do all that. We're blurring the lines now. You can
Yeah.
do all that online. Do
Yep.
it all online.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
Do
You're
it
right.
all online.
Yep.
You don't have to say nothing on a live mic
Mhm.
for at least the next couple months.
At least
Yeah.
a month. At least
Yeah.
a month.
She can do run-ins and shenanigans and build this that way. She doesn't have
Because
to do
now
it.
you're getting that unhinged hugger. I told you the hugger was something that can work.
Yeah.
Like not well,
Yeah.
in a way, but now it's an unhinged hugger. Like you heard it in the background, right? Like it was in the video.
I love
And
him. That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I personally want to see that match for this reason.
I just oh god, I want to see the kid. Oh my, ooh Jesus.
my kids won't be allowed to watch that one.
No, but like
How do
I
you
think-
text
I
and beat?
Yes, they will.
I think honestly, like Bailey has an opportunity,
Mhm.
and maybe it's the long play that we don't give Triple H enough credit for of taking her out of Mania and take her out of SummerSlam because I'm gonna build you here, and I'm gonna ride you out longer, and I think it would be very interesting how to put it together.
Mhm.
Yes, I would love that too.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Ride it around, man.
Yes.
How crazy. But one other thing, do you guys think Cody and Drew is gonna work?
No.
How did we
No.
go from that to this?
No. No. No.
I had to
Not-
change
not-
this
We
real
all
quick.
turned into
I'm not gonna-
13-year-old boys and he had to reel us back
I
in.
know because I can't. If we keep going, like AB can't stand up, so it's like I gotta.
My table gonna be hurting.
Yeah, table's gonna be
Jesus.
rocking.
Drew and Cody, it depends on where you put it. I mean, if it's on just one of these throwaway PLEs, I mean, it can work. But me and Sirius was talking about it for like 20 minutes the other day.
Mhm.
You don't have nobody for Cody.
I'm gonna get back to this question in a minute, though.
Honestly, I'll tap on it. I think John admitted that the heel run just fell flat, and I think it started off really good, and I think by the end, it just was going nowhere fast.
Mhm.
It was spinning.
I-
its wheels.
I hated it at the beginning. Corey, I'll come
And I
back in a
loved
second.
I loved it.
I hated it at the beginning, but
Mm-hmm.
I felt as though they pulled the trigger on turning it back to a face when it got good. Because I was
think it was
actually
getting good.
starting to be invested in what the heel work. I was actually starting to be invested in it. And I
Invested
felt
in
as
what?
though what he was doing. I felt as though when he was battling and doing his thing with Cody, I felt as though to your point, Villain, when he first turned, he was talking about how he was been in a toxic relationship. I understood that. I felt that when he was talking, like I hated that all of his finishes were shenanigan based. You know what I'm saying? I hated that
That's the heel.
because true, but I felt he was a good enough wrestler to just out wrestle him or whatever the case may be. But when it started to get decent, like right before SummerSlam, when he was just on one, I was invested. And then obviously, I mean, as a Cena guy, when he turned back face, I was excited. But I felt as though I wanted to see how far down the road they can keep this run going.
I tell you why I feel like it failed. Because it failed to me because I could never get over the way it was done. You had Rock and them helping, and then you never see Rock again. I can't forget that.
Yeah.
What was the point?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Well, the problem I
Why-
had with
why
it
would you
is that
Guys,
he wrestled some of the biggest people that we wanted him to see. Wrestled some of the biggest names that we were looking forward to for this retirement tour.
And
we
as
knew
a
the
heel.
ending. But we knew the ending.
Well, yeah,
we knew the ending. And that was the hardest part for me, is that I wanted to be excited about Punk. I wanted to be excited about Randy Orton. I wanted to be excited about all of it. And we didn't get great matches. And why do a retirement
SummerSlam was great.
SummerSlam was good. SummerSlam was good, and the one before that was good.
But he came back, and we went to all of this, and we're finally getting good matches, right?
Because he's not a heel no more.
No. SummerSlam was good.
They pigeonholed him into having the strap. When he had the belt, he couldn't lose the belt right away.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew once he got the belt early on in the year, he wasn't losing it till at least SummerSlam or later. So every single match in between was filler matches with some of the biggest names we wanted to see. And that's trash.
Yeah.
It's trash. And that's why it didn't work. Because no matter how great the promo work was or how great all these things were, we want to see wrestling. We want to see great matches. And if we don't get great matches, why are we invested in the storyline? If I want great storylines, I'll watch the telenovela.
I don't think we
that.
Were really. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Corey. Sorry. Go ahead.
I just don't think we were. I wasn't invested until we got close to SummerSlam because, as you said, that's the only match I thought he could lose.
Yep.
The rest of them we knew the finish to. That's why I'm excited about his last match because I'm gonna be sad because I don't want to see him go out, but I don't know if he's gonna go out on his back or if he's gonna take a dub that night because we don't know who he's wrestling. It's in Boston.
Go get your husband. Go get your husband.
Now, yeah,
go ahead, Billy.
That's awesome.
I lost it. Go ahead, Billy.
I'm sorry, man.
It's funny because like the Orton match was pretty solid, but you knew Orton wasn't gonna win, right? To your point, Corey. And I thought, Punk was a solid match, but you knew Punk wasn't gonna win. You know what I mean? Like some of the guys that he was going against, you knew he wasn't gonna win. So I think that part of it failed. I agree with you. I think the heel turn failed because you were supposed to get this triumvirate, right? Like, if you take it to the Roman Empire, the three emperors or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you're supposed to get The Rock, Travis Scott, and Cena. And, it was just Cena kind of finding his way and keeping the heel heat on him. I loved his first promo when he turned heel.
Great.
Outing that kid, making that kid, the toxic relationship. I felt that because it was a natural way for him to turn heel because you could relate to it because he was always getting booed. And I talked about it on these shows too. Mm-hmm. But then it just got to be sour. And I think they missed a couple beats, like him having a conflict of being a heel. They didn't bring that out more. Should I use the belt as a weapon? And it was like, and then he did anyway. Like him being conflicted as a heel would have been more compelling than the heel run he was on, just being a heel, wanting to leave with the belt and be called the greatest of all time. Like if he was more conflicted, I think it would have worked. But I don't think he was invested in it after a while because he realized Rock and Travis weren't coming back. And honestly, we don't want to see that. We were just waiting. You said it, I think AB or Sirius, we were just waiting for him to turn back face so that he could end it on a good note because that's what we were waiting for. So
I mean, we knew he was going to turn back face. We just didn't know when. Yeah,
it was abrupt, and it was always that he was always that polar figure where thank you, Cena sucks, But at the end of the day, the guys are saying Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. John Cena sucks. The same ones. 5 seconds later, thank you, Cena. Like we didn't want to boo him. I didn't want to boo him. Nobody did. So, but I'm glad he can admit it that it just didn't hit, and like this is what we want to see.
Is Brock not being on Netflix because USA or because other networks don't want him on there because of the legal side of it?
I don't know.
I think it's a combination of both.
Or neither. He doesn't want to put the time in.
He doesn't want to. Yeah, that's how he always has been. That's how he's always been.
Yeah.
But not only that, what are we gonna do? Like, there's nothing for him to do for the next month because Cena's not there for right now. He's not wrestling until the PLE in September. There's nothing you can do with him. What you want him to come suplex everybody and leave?
Well, and it's not like he's going to cut a major promo.
Exactly. Heyman's gone.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he wants to do. I don't know why he's here. We've barely talked about him talked about him on the shows. I don't know. I would imagine they wanted to cool a little bit because he's still got the legal stuff, hanging around. But at the end of the day, like to Stacey's point, like he's never been that guy that's been invested. He's never been. The only time he was invested when he was younger, when he first came up through OLW and his first couple of years in WWE. When he left WrestleMania 20. And he was like basically giving everybody the finger in Madison Square Garden. That's when you saw like this guy don't give a damn.
Yep.
He don't love this business like CM Punk or John Cena or Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins, whoever you want to name, like guys that really love this business.
Well, it's alleged that Lesnar's back because Cena wanted to work with Brock one more time.
We talked about that a couple weeks ago. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Stacey won't believe it.
I think it's BS. I think it was a reason to kind of bring him back in the fold. I'm sure the legal team cleared him to come back. Otherwise, he wouldn't be on TV. Let's just face that. But I think that's just an excuse to say, hey, John wanted to work with Brock, so that's why we brought him back. I don't know, but that's what they're saying.
I think they brought him back for one reason, and we talked about it at the beginning of the night. We have a PLE that they're trying to sell out in less than 30 days.
On ESPN.
So on ESPN, on a new major network, something new. With Netflix premiere, Cena came back. Right? He announced his retirement tour on Netflix night. Now we have Brock coming back. It was right around that time frame.
He announced his retirement joint. What was it? Money in the Bank last year.
It was Money in the Bank last year.
Last year.
It was Money in the Bank. Yeah. So we've got Brock that's going to wrestle one time.
That's what I think.
And the one time he's going to wrestle, the one time he's going to wrestle is on a PLE that they have to sell out in 30 days.
It's called WrestlePalooza. Brock Lesnar, Slamapalooza. Make it.
So why not? They bring him back. They sell tickets fast. Everybody that's so excited that he's back. And also, it's Cena on his tour. That's why he's back. Lesnar
can bring eyes to ESPN because fans on ESPN know Brock Lesnar. So you can bring in fans that way. And I'm with you, Stacey. I think that's it. I think he comes back, he gets this match, and it's over. He don't want to be there anyway. It's a paycheck.
No, he shouldn't come back at all.
Yep,
I'm with you on that.
That's a whole nother conversation for another day. I don't feel like climbing into that one.
Yeah, we could be here for 3 more hours about that shit.
Wait, what'd you say, Aaron?
I said that's another conversation for another day, man. I don't feel like climbing into that one.
Which one?
Lesnar, he shouldn't even be in the business.
Yeah, we can discuss that next week because
he's holding up a spot like Rhea is.
Yeah,
calm down, sir.
I got him, villain. I got him.
Thank you, because I couldn't get to the mouth. I couldn't get to the mouse fast enough.
I got him, villain.
I had to get thrown out at least once.
Did you see Mommy in the red and black? You serious? Queen.
That top was so cute.
Queen. Oh, my goodness. What was I wearing yesterday?
You were wearing red and black.
He was red and black. I was on Monday.
He was wearing a bra,
What
Barry.
was mommy wearing? What was mommy
As
wearing?
long as
Red
his
and
top
black.
ain't look like hers.
Red and black.
It could have because I'm getting a little saggy. But,
See Barry with a crop top on.
yeah, because I haven't been in the gym in a couple of weeks, man, with my foot. But
He's
Barry,
still-
to get your new
He's still
tattoos put up
cuddling
here.
so close every day.
He does.
Get your new
he does.
tattoos,
you
Barry.
gotta understand, she loves me.
Oh my
You
god.
just don't
He
get it.
does.
You
She
just
made a
don't
point
get
of
it.
talking about you on
Yeah,
Unreal.
exactly.
That's how
Unreal.
much she loves
Aaron, Aaron, AB, you just don't get it. You
What-
don't. You
What
don't.
I'm getting from this conversation, I'm looking 40 years down the road when you're the senile guy and you said you're married to Rhea Ripley, and people are
Yeah.
gonna be like, "What?" And you're gonna be serious about it.
you.
That's right. That's right. My wife's gonna be
She
like,
said
"He ain't
my
gonna breastfeed."
name.
Yeah, she hugged me.
Yeah.
She doesn't even know it. I swear that I can't get that out of my head. Shout out to
I can't.
Sydney,
I
man.
shout out to Sydney, but I'm done. I'm good. I'm good.
I like that. I like
Um,
that question you just
My man
had. there,
Jack
too.
said, "Who's gonna bring up now? Who's sick of the Seth Rollins?
I'm not.
I'm not sick of it at all.
I've been sick of
He's
it.
getting his match. Listen,
No.
shout out to Roman for working with Braun. I think they're going to put on a show. I think they're going to be
Yes.
a pretty good match.
That's gonna be a
I'm
great
actually excited for this match. So, I think I like the vision. I like that. I figured that was going to be the name. I think serious. You were talking about the vision, but
Mhm.
listen, I think it's more about Braun Breaker, and I think elevating Bronson. I love the work that he's doing. Like he's getting a voice, he's getting a mouthpiece, and he's coming to the show. Like that little interaction with him and Roman at the end of the show. Like I don't do it. I don't steal. I don't steal shoes. I'll see you in Paris. Like I
So
appreciated that. So yeah, I think they're gonna do a good job. I like what I'm seeing with this too.
Yeah, I'm not sick of it. Here's the thing. Me and Corey was talking about it on Saturday. This is more to elevate Bronson Reed than Braun Breaker, because I think Braun Breaker, so many, I don't say like so many others, but like we're talking about Stephanie, she's ready to he's ready to go. He's ready to go. And so
But he's the future. He's the future. So
He's the future.
they're trying to slow drip him in, like
Yeah.
because eventually
and that's the thing. And that's the thing I don't like. Like, there's no reason to slow drip. Let that man cook.
There is a
Okay.
reason to slow drip him.
you got to do it because look at Jacob. Look at Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
Now what are you doing with him?
Yep.
Seriously, you sold him out, right? You don't. Now you brought in Sami Zayn, everybody's favorite, and now with Jacob, what are you doing with Jacob?
Yeah.
I told you I wanted to tell you how I would book them for the rest of the year anyway. Like
How would you do it?
I would take them three, and every week they already talk about We Run Raw. Every week you come out, this is our championship. This is our championship. Every month they go out there, they make sure Seth wins. We already know as of right now it's probably going to be Roman and Seth. You get all the way to Mania. This is our championship. This is our championship. They dominating everybody. Seth loses because they didn't interfere. Next night on Raw, boom, Braun takes him out. Now you can flip Seth. Now he's a face. Now you got a story between Braun and Seth for a couple months. And you could book Braun and Seth all the way through SummerSlam of next year. Just off doing it that way the rest of this year.
The power struggle?
Yeah.
Who's
Because
the-
we've already seen it that one night where he snatched that mic and he cut his own promo.
Yep.
Mhm.
He's not a background player.
No.
Yeah, but I think they have to play this longer. We've got to let this cook a little longer.
That's why I
Because they
said you
can't
took it all the way to
break
Mania.
the division.
Yeah, but I don't want you got to cook him to Mania. Into Stacey's point, you got to eventually in 2 years you have Braun headline.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's where I agree with you on Jacob. They should be somewhere setting this thing up for the next 2 years to where we're looking at the main event being Braun versus Jacob, and they're not doing anything with Jacob.
Yeah, I think they are, but I think it's starting to get a little.
It's
So,
repetitive.
You gotta.
I
do
mean,
it quick.
what do you think? I mean, you said you think they're doing something with Jacob. What do you think they're doing with Jacob? Like right
I
now,
don't think they're doing anything.
I
They're
think
not
they're
doing enough
wasting
with
him.
Jacob.
I think they're wasting him in this
Right.
whole
Exactly.
thing they got him in now.
Yes.
I
like
think
in
they turned
wrestling
him.
purgatory.
I think
Yes.
they turned him. I think they turned him face way too fast because, like I've been saying, we don't have a monster for Cody. That's your monster,
Yep.
Yeah.
and now he's
Yeah.
a face.
Yeah.
There's only two people I think you could put Jacob with right now. It's Drew McIntyre or Logan Paul. Unfortunately, because you need a big heel to work with him.
Yeah.
And you need a reason to work with him.
hmm
I think Drew is the natural fit to me. I think those two would put on some good matches, and it like I don't know. You got to get him out of that. You got to get him out of the MFT.
Yeah. He's got to get out of there. It's a
But
black
that-
hole.
the problem is, again, to your point, what else is there for what else is there on SmackDown?
There's nothing.
No.
That's why I'm saying we turned him way too fast.
To Corey's point, there's not a heel for Cody that we believe in. Like Stace loves Drew McIntyre, but we all know that's not going to happen.
It's not it. It's not it.
There's not
not
a face for Cody if you turned him heel.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They got Cody in a terrible spot. There's
Yeah, I
nobody.
mean, you could find him something. Maybe Damian Priest when he comes back. I don't know, but other than that, I don't know. What are you doing?
There's nobody built up to
No.
bring up believable.
With Jacob is your boy Trick.
You need
It's
to
gonna
come
take
up,
time.
but I mean,
But it's gonna take time to build him. Like you said earlier, Cody
Yeah.
need a heel now.
yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
There's nobody.
there's nobody. And the reality is, we're missing KO, and he was an integral part of what we thought 2025 was going to be, and then
Right.
he went out. And I think that the face of all of this would look vastly different right now between him, RKO, and Cody if he was here. But
Yeah.
when he went out, they had to completely change all of that. And I think when KO comes back, we're ready to pick that up where it was left off. And I think that will be solid. Jack just said turn Randy on Cody. I think
That's
it's
where
turn Cody on Randy. Turn
Nope.
Cody
Too
on Randy.
soon. Too soon.
Yes.
Too soon. Too soon.
Mm-mm.
You have to, in my opinion, you have to have somebody going into Mania, and that's why I told Sirius the only person I see for Cody is Rock. If you get Randy and you find a way to flip him back to 09 Randy, have him go out there and terrorize everybody
But here's the
all
issue
the way
with
to
that, Corey.
Mania.
And I'll tell you, Rock said this when he was on McAfee earlier this year. He wanted him and Roman. That's what he wants.
That's all I
And
want to see from Rock.
Rock is going to get what he wants. So Rock's not coming back for Cody. That's just not going to happen because that's not what he wants it to happen. When Rock
He'll make
comes
money
back,
though.
Rock wants Roman. Rock wants
And
Roman.
That's all I want to see from Rock. I don't
Period.
want to see Rock in
Yeah,
nothing.
but you're
unless it's
setting,
Roman.
but they're laying the foundation for Roman Braun at me.
Roman Braun. No, it's actually Roman Seth.
Roman Seth. Yeah.
Even Heyman pretty much confirmed
That's
it.
Roman Seth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what I want to see
Yes.
because
But
which is what I
Cody-
want to see.
You could see Cody Randy. If KO's back, which we haven't heard a timeline for him at all. We've gotten no updates for him. We've seen him. He's active on socials. He's been seen behind the scenes in a couple of different things in the last 2 months, but they're not officially saying anything. But if he were to come back, they could build that back and we could get the payoff from that we didn't get this year. I mean, that was an amazing match. That to me was top 3, but they didn't finish it. And we knew at that point it wasn't finished, but then he was gone.
But see everything I talk about building to always leads to Mania.
Right.
KO is not a Mania main event. He's
I
just
don't
not.
think KO makes it to me. Honestly, I think this. I think
neck
his
is
neck
bad.
injury is really bad.
I think he.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if he wrestles again.
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. So if he doesn't come, then what do we do?
You give him Randy. That
him Randy.
story. That story is there
Give him
whenever
Randy.
you need it, and I feel like you
Right.
need it.
But you always need KO to come back, even if he
But the
doesn't
thing is, like, so
to finish the storyline.
in order for us to get to Cody, Randy has to turn.
Or Cody.
Randy don't want to be a face anyway.
Turn Cody.
No, Randy don't want to turn heel right now. He's in the twilight. He's got a year left.
Then turn Cody.
You're right, Barry. He's like maybe a year out.
Then
We're
turn
not
Cody.
seeing a turn. No way.
Somebody got to turn for this story.
Cody.
To really cook. Turn Cody.
Gotta-
I really could care less. Sirius the only one gonna be hurt by that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be
He's
mad.
gonna get mad and get glad in the same pants he wears every day.
But the problem with
mad.
that is if you talk to Cody, Cody's gonna be like, I just saw what the hell y'all did to Cena with his heel turn. I ain't doing it.
But no, here's the difference, Corey. The difference in that is when
Travis Scott and The Rock ain't
that
involved
has
in
a
this one.
specific timeline, there's only so much you can do. And that's what we already talked about. With Cody, it's not like we say, okay, Cody, you're only wrestling 12 matches this year as a heel. There's no timeline to that. And that's why this failed.
He's dabbling in Hollywood, so it might be a timeline. He's dabbling.
Of course he's dabbling. But that he's also dabbling, he's dripping. If you've not seen on the socials and all of the interviews he's doing, and you guys saw after the last match, they were chanting behind him Homelander.
Yeah.
And he just did an interview not too long ago where he said he could see a heel turn. He said, I'm not quite ready yet, but I know it's on the horizon.
Oh, he knows it's coming.
They're dripping it. So we know realistically it's coming. Is it coming in the next month? Probably not. Do I see it happening possibly as either just before Mania or at Mania? Yeah.
Well,
it could very well happen. And then that would be a major storyline for Mania.
Well, we need to see hints of it ASAP because we're past the halfway point of this year, which means right now they're already booking Mania.
We haven't even built up a War Games match.
Yeah, we didn't build Mania this year until January. What are you talking about?
They're not going to build
solely on Netflix, and we did not start. If you go back and look,
and the thing is, it suffered. Mania was trash because
we
they did
not build Mania until
because
January, February this year.
But that's why it was trash. Usually, Mania is starting to be built after SummerSlam.
Hey, y'all, how much of a trash was it that ESPN just gave TKO a bunch of money?
They didn't buy it for the Mania.
They didn't buy it for the Mania.
Sold it out.
Mania didn't.
No, we can talk. It's trash. Did we still watch?
Yeah.
Y'all are cute.
We did.
Y'all are cute.
We're all going to turn in.
Trash, and we were mad, but the reality is we still managed to spend the money.
Everybody ain't us.
They're still spending $10,000 a ticket a night at Mania.
They're not like us.
Somebody this year is going to say, "Oh, I'm not spending that because last year was trash." No, said no one that has the money to go. Y'all are cute saying that it wasn't exciting.
It was trash though, Space.
What was trash? Mania?
Mania was trash.
And you watched it.
It
wasn't all the way trash. Io, Rhea, Bianca was fire.
Yes.
Okay, so one match.
And Roman
said Punk was fire. The single match that sucked was Cody Cena. And so because it sucked, we talked about the whole thing sucking. The reality is the whole thing didn't suck. SummerSlam was better, but I tell you what, they're not going to sell less tickets next year because it sucked.
Stacey, what does the casual fan remember? What does the casual fan remember? The last thing they saw. The last thing we saw at Mania was trash.
But guess what? So what? We're still talking about WrestleManias that sucked 20 years ago. But guess what we're doing, Corey? We're still talking about it. Even bad publicity is still publicity.
We're not proud about it.
Y'all are fired up to Queen.
Every single PLE can't be Chef's Kiss. Every single PLE can't be better than last time, because at some point you can't.
You should strive for that, though. You should just be like, okay, you know what?
They were sitting at the writing table. Did you not watch Unreal? Did you not watch Unreal? You thought they were selling the whole deal.
This is fun.
Hold on.
This is fun.
Y'all are funny. They weren't sitting around that table going, "Let's make the worst WrestleMania ever." It's gonna.
They failed. They failed.
Let's
call a spade a spade. WrestleMania.
I've gone all in on something that failed before too, and guess what? I just did something different.
You didn't say WrestleMania failed after the show.
Nope.
We could pull up the tape.
Yes, I did. I pulled it up.
Lies. Absolute lies.
You were boo-boo crying because of John Cena.
I was happy because of John Cena, but yeah.
I believe that.
You were all up in your feels about solely that.
But you didn't say in our after show for WrestleMania that was the worst WrestleMania
you did not.
So don't even do that. Don't do that.
I think you said it was mid. That's what you said.
Hey, Corey.
What's up, though?
Yeah.
Hey,
Don't do that. I got receipts,
suck.
bro.
It didn't suck. Did every
It
single match suck? We even loved Orton and Joe Henry.
Joe Hendry.
I'm
same
a-
thing, he
I'm a-
showed
So
up
don't
here.
tell me it sucked.
I'm gonna try to
Did we
bail
even
Sirius
mean
out of
that?
this a little bit because I think what he meant to say was the last two main events, Dwayne ruined them.
Yes.
No.
That's where I am at. That's
don't
where
need
I'm
you to
at
tell me-
with it.
No. WrestleMania this past year, outside of 2, maybe 3 matches, the rest of the card, you book a 2-night PLA. A 2-night PLA. Okay. And you have 3 matches that were decent. 3. Out of the whole damn card, you have 3 matches that were
You're
decent.
calling a couple of those matches decent?
Decent.
Hold on.
You just have a memory lapse.
Stacy, Evolution or WrestleMania this year?
There's no question.
It
Okay,
can't be that.
enough
though.
said.
It
Enough
can't
said.
be
Enough
that.
said. Enough said. Enough said. I'm
Hey,
done. Enough
No,
said.
I'm gonna
Enough said.
say Evolution versus every PLE this year and last year combined.
I
Enough
agree with
said.
you.
You're
It
you're
can't
talking
be
about
that.
apples and oranges. Apples and oranges.
Your throwaway women's show that Triple
Corey.
H did not want cannot be better than your Super Bowl.
Corey.
I have seen Super Bowls that sucked. Have you not seen a Super Bowl that sucked?
Yeah, all
He's a
four of
Niners
those.
fan. He's seen them all. They've all
Everyone in my team lost.
Are
He's
you
a
telling
Niners
me
fan.
you haven't seen Super Bowls that sucked? Are you telling me
Every
you
time
haven't
the
seen
Bills went
halftime
there, they
shows that
sucked.
Are you telling me you haven't seen commercials that are paid $1 billion for 30 seconds that sucked? Y'all
Hey, look,
look
I'm just-
crazy.
I'm
Y'all
just
look
here to
crazy.
I'm just here to fire you up. That's all. The show is
Oh,
better.
you
when
got it because
fire
you're
up.
wrong.
No.
I'm not you both, but you're both wrong. WrestleMania did not suck. Period.
Okay.
Was it great?
Okay.
Was it the best ever? Am I going to be 80 years old and senile with Barry and we're going to be talking about Rhea and talking about this WrestleMania? Absolutely not. But I can tell you the one before that, the only thing I remember for the year before is when Cody got the strap.
When you're 80 years old, Rhea's probably going to
That's
be in the main event too, fighting for the title.
And she gonna win.
She gonna finally beat Io.
They disrespectful, villain.
It's instead of a ladders, tables, and chairs, it's gonna be a crutches and canes match.
Yeah,
Y'all,
rolling to the ring.
y'all disrespectful. I can't wait until Rhea get that strap back so I can come on here and laugh at y'all.
I'll be so mad.
All I'm saying is
So
y'all are
mad.
saying that it sucked. And the reality is, was it the best ever? No.
I like
But
how you're
Did it
saying.
have
all-
solidly great matches?
I didn't
Yes.
say that.
The ending suck. The ending sucked.
The last
There you go.
WrestleMania I liked was 39. That's only because Roman won it then. I really don't even remember the rest of the show.
Right. So here's the thing. You don't remember the rest of the show?
I don't remember this year's show. Outside of 3
Exactly.
matches.
So why are we worried about that? In
I
the
wanna
grand
know.
scheme of things, y'all, we're still going to watch WrestleMania next year
I don't even remember how we got here.
because Sirius
I
ran
was-
his mouth about WrestleMania stuff, and I was like, "You lying?
I was,
You
I
lying?
was
You
just
lying."
going to say, how'd this turn into a WrestleMania recap show? Didn't we do that already? I mean,
I
there's a
was
couple
trying-
matches that Sirius skipped over me for, and I'd love to go back to, but
I was trying to comment on something villain threw in there, and we just went off the rails.
yeah, just
We
what
always
happens.
are-
Back to my original point. Thanks. I'm
So is Drew good for Cody?
Yeah, exactly. Drew and Cody would have a good match
Holy
at
crap.
Clash, and then it'll be that. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Damn. Stacey, you're red.
Yeah.
Stacey is red.
I am not
She is-
playing. I'm
Oh.
not playing.
Barry was the smartest one and just muted his mic. I was like, nope, I'm out.
No,
I'm
no.
out. I'm out.
Barry
I've done
knows.
no smoke.
Troy, you
I've
call
done
me.
no
You
smoke.
know my
Because
hands.
I called them out. I called them out. We could pull the show from after WrestleMania.
I will pull the show. I will
All
pull
right,
the show,
pull the show,
and I will
then we'll,
clip it.
we'll
And then
open
next
the
week, are
show.
you going to apologize
we'll
when you
open
say,
the show
"Oh, I
with
didn't
that.
say it was worst WrestleMania"? That you said it was mid. I think your words
It
were,
was
"It's mid."
trash.
Mid
It
is
was
not
trash.
trash. You
That
didn't
was
say it was trash.
I
You're
personally think that
trash.
Drew McIntyre is going to beat Cody Rhodes.
Nice
Because
try.
Cody's
Nice try.
going.
He's
Cody's
trying.
going to
He's
go
trying.
film Street Fighter.
He's already filming.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, they're
Corey,
dabbling.
I'm trying to get out of this combo.
Next week, because I'm done. We got to figure out what are they doing for Survivor Series.
Rhea Ripley versus Cody Rhodes for the title.
I think it's Team Cena versus Team Brock. That's what I think it's going to be.
They're not gonna build to anything. They're gonna throw something together with a month left.
I think what you're gonna see with this is
You're
gonna
gonna have to see it. You're gonna have the Jacob Fatu, not Jacob. You're gonna have the MFTs and like two news.
You can't do two. I'm telling you, it's going to be Team Lesnar with at least Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
And Logan Paul.
It's going to be Team Cena, and you're going to have some Cena guys. Maybe.
Do we only get one men War Games match? Do we only get one?
No, I think you'll have two.
If you only get one, I think y'all are wrong. I think it's going to involve Seth's group versus something faction with Roman and CM Punk and them.
You're going to have Seth's guys with two other people. You're going to have Roman, Punk, and that's going to build on that side.
Yeah.
Maybe you show Cena and Brock, but I think Team Cena versus Team Brock makes more sense.
I don't think we see Brock again after the.
No, I think Brock.
You're not going to see Brock. Yeah, you're not going to see Brock.
I'm praying that he is.
And I don't think Cena at the end of his career wants to get in that damn match. Why the hell would he want to do that?
I don't know. We'll see.
Tag Rhea in.
All right, tag in Rhea. That's right. That's right, AB. I'm gonna come find you. I'm so sick of you right now.
Rhea's gonna fight for every title that night.
Yeah, you're just trying to antagonize me right now.
It's 100% trying to keep her calm, so I might as well mess with you.
So hey, her and Mercedes.
That's a tough job, Aaron. That's a tough job.
Doing my best.
Tough job.
AB, her and Mercedes gonna have every belt in wrestling at the end of the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Jeez. She doing work too. Mercedes Moné.
I love Mercedes.
She doing work.
Oh, please.
So with that being said, we'll get you guys out of here. So what?
I'm done. I'm good. I'm done.
She trying to get everybody riled up again.
I know. I'm listening to the cream. You ain't gonna get me off.
I got years of dealing with that woman. Anywho, with that being said, I'm gonna get you guys out of here, man. Corey, thanks for coming by, man. Give me a plug and close up, big dog.
Oh man, I ain't got nothing. I'll see y'all next week.
All right, big dog. Holla at you later. Appreciate you. AB, you know what to do.
Same thing. Thank you again. Love my time with you guys. Next week, we got 2 shows. Remember, Aaron, give us a plug for the football draft.
Yes, sir. You already know.
And I will see you guys on Wednesday night as well.
Pay
all right, big dog. Appreciate you. So what?
What's that?
The pay up if you haven't paid.
That's
you gotta pay up.
That's right. You gotta play. You gotta pay.
That's right.
Thank you. Love you guys.
I'm booting cats out like crazy. Stace, you know what to do.
Yeah, looking forward to next week. We've got Wicked Bitter coming, Travis. You can follow him at Wicked Bitter on all social platforms. He's going to be with us next week to talk about our Clash in Paris prediction show. So it should be a really fun show. He's got lots of great content, and he is excited about being here. So we're looking forward to hosting him next week.
It's going to be a good one, man. Looking forward to spending time with him as well as others, man. So we'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. Villain, you know what to do, man. Get us out of here.
Yeah, Rhea loves me. Watch the show next week. We're doing the draft. We got guest hosts on the WWE show. We're doing big things. Rhea loves me. Stacy looking like a queen, a goddess, love her to death. AB, I'm gonna come find you. Corey, always a pleasure doing the show with you. Serious. See you later.
Night, boy. Man, it's your boy Serious repping that 412 and the 703, man. I swear to goodness, man. Some of these shows get me hype. And I love doing it with everybody in the building, man. With that being said, they alluded to it. Next Tuesday, we are doing our fantasy football draft live on air. If you like a lot of the shenanigans that you hear on our shows between this show and Nonsense of Deep Thoughts, man, you definitely want to pop in. Come kick it with us, man. I got somebody who's going to dress up. I got a couple other people that are going to do some dress up stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Right here on this very network. Next Wednesday, we do have our Clash in Paris show. My son calls it Clash in Paradise. So we're going to have that show. We're going to preview that card and kind of see what unfolds, where storylines could potentially go. With Wicked Bitter, another social media icon who's just doing a bunch of big work with the wrestling content, man. So shout out to him. Thanks for him coming on and kicking it with us, man. With that being said, I always close my shows like this, man. God is good, even though sometimes people aren't, man. God bless. Catch you on the next one. Peace.